Hi everyone, Allegra Miller here to share with you the astrology for today, February 5th, 2021, and the essential oils that will be helpful in processing these energies. In the basic category, for those of you that may be just starting out with essential oils, maybe just got an enrollment kit, the oils I'll be talking about in that category are balance, wild orange, and lavender. In the specialty category, for those of you that are more seasoned oilers, the oils I'll be talking about are cypress, geranium, and forgive. And these are all the doterra brand, which makes a huge difference in terms of chemistry and relative to the properties that I'm talking about. So please keep that in mind. I'm going to be as brief as possible tonight and kind of a challenge to myself because this is another day that I almost didn't do this video, but it is important to build this muscle of doing these daily videos for myself. So here I am, even though it's later in the day, I'm committed. And let's talk about the day. Actually, most of the transits are all happening this evening, so they'll be happening after I do this video anyway, except for the fact that the moon went into Sagittarius this morning. So let's talk about Sagittarius energy, and you can compare it with how you've been feeling today. Sagittarius energy is very freedom-loving, fun-loving, travel-loving, future-oriented, optimistic, fun. The Sagittarian is like in my opinion, one of the most fun signs of the zodiac. They like change. I really appreciate their directness. Generally, they're pretty to the point and don't hold back. They're not afraid of sharing what's on their mind. And they tend to be generous, just in general, just warm-hearted people. On the shadow, they can tend to overcommit and be kind of unreliable sometimes because they do overcommit and because they like change so much, they can be kind of scattered. So it's not uncommon for Sagittarius to forget he or she has plans and just, they get in the moment and can get distracted easily. But with the right oils and the right intention, that can be channeled into the higher aspect of Sagittarius, which is fun. It's a masculine fire sign. The ruling planet is Jupiter, which always brings, Jupiter is the planet of luck and good fortune, and so this energy brings a luckiness, a synchronicity, a good energy to the mix. And so that's today. As far as the transits, the Sagittarius moon sextiles Venus in Aquarius at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. This is going to bring an energy of positivity and excitement, and we've got that Sagittarius energy that is very future-oriented, innovation. This is really self-discovery through adventure and through our connections. And then soon after, 7 minutes later, at 10:07 p.m., the Sagittarius moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius, which is going to be kind of a grounding aspect to that previous that I just mentioned, in that this is going to be an awareness of the synchronistic flow of things and being acutely aware of divine timing and synchronistic connections, and how that applies in the real-time, real-life, day-to-day aspect of your life. So there's just no accidents in this awareness stream. Later tonight, well actually early this morning, Venus is conjunct Saturn, which happens at 2:07 a.m. And this is going to be kind of a bittersweet energy relative to notions of our connections. It's about really distilling the connections that are elevating us from those that aren't. It's bringing all this Aquarian energy to the mix here. We've got Saturn in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius. It's very freedom-loving, future-oriented, And so what this says to me is that this energy is, it's going to be really coming to an awareness of our ideas of romantic love and letting go of the idealistic type of love that we may have been taught or we may have previously believed, into this maturing love of it's a free love. It's a free love. In other words, it's two whole and complete human beings that connect. And I'm not just talking romantic love here. I'm talking about friendship love, or all the relationships that we have, just coming from a whole and complete place where there's less dependency on another person to fulfill our needs. It's two wholes coming together. So anyway, all of that being said, the oils I picked for this are wild orange. It's a mood elevator. This is great in your water. Again, doTERRA only. And also when you're taking it in your water or beverage of choice, glass only, no plastic. That's a very good, that'll keep you in that air of optimism, that there's more than enough. It helps with just abundance consciousness and being present to the synchronistic divine flow of the universe. Balance is going to be very grounding to all of this air energy and fire energy. We need some earth in the mix here, so this will just help to get you connected to your body, connected to the earth. On the bottom of the feet, topical and aromatic only with balance. And I picked lavender again today because we're still under the influence of Mercury retrograde, which you can listen to a few days ago. Whenever Mercury first went into retrograde, I spoke about that. I won't so much here, but I did choose lavender for that purpose. Lavender on the throat in liquid. Actually, earlier today, I drank some lavender kombucha and then added the lavender oil to it, and it's so good. Anyway, lavender is really good for communication, for speaking your truth, for calming the nerves, for clarifying. It's really good for skin issues. All right, Cypress. I chose Cypress because Sagittarius seems to be like one of the signs that I see is like it's easiest for it to go with the flow. It goes and it follows its impulses in a very loose way that's beautiful. It's not so graspy and attached. And Cypress helps to let us let go and allow the universe to unfold in its own time, in its perfect synchronistic flow. Cypress just lets us relax into that ebb and flow of universal timing. Cypress is a topical only on the bottom of the feet, back of the neck. Really good for the lymph system. It's actually really good for swelling too, on another note. But I picked Forgive again today because we've got Mercury retrograde. So we've got old stuff coming up to be released and to let go of. Old stuff within ourself, aspects of ourself we might be becoming aware of that maybe we pushed down to not deal with earlier, and now coming to head. Forgive, topically only, back of the heart, front of the heart, bottom of the feet, back of the neck, wrists, breathing it in. That's for Forgive touch. If you have Forgive, the little oil bottle, that would be for the diffuser and topical only. And then the last oil is geranium, and geranium is all about heart energy, and that will help you help the heart feel more aligned in that whole and complete love that I alluded to earlier today. Geranium is just a really good balm for the heart in having us trust ourselves, to open to safe people, places, and things, and it really helps to not be traumatized by those times when we didn't do that and we got hurt. The heart has its own intelligence, and when it opens into situations that cause it pain, it can create this tendency to lock up and not want to open again because it's been bruised, so to speak. And geranium helps with that softening and that understanding for the heart to know that there's a flow to the learning curve of discerning when it's appropriate and most aligned to open and when it's not. So, all right, well, I think that covers everything I want to say today, probably a little more than everything I wanted to say, but thank you so much for listening, liking, sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate it. Please reach out if I can be of service. Not only do I sell doTERRA, I also offer naturopathic consultations and bodywork and also life coaching sessions. So I'd love to help you on your journey. Enjoy these energies, and I'll talk to you in the next video.